Hey, Chris McGuire here, and I've got another Hey Chris question. Today's one is, hey Chris, I love music and I try to practice a lot, but I also love video games and play these a lot too. How can I keep improving on my instrument when my video games are taking me away from my practice time? This is a very, very good question. The same sort of thing happens with me too. I too like the odd video game, and sometimes I feel like I'm playing video games more than I'm playing guitar, which doesn't sort of give me the results that I really want. Ultimately, it really comes down to priorities. We really do what becomes a priority. So it's really sort of looking at your playing, and if you're not at the level where you would like to be, or you're striving for something, a goal in particular with your playing or something like that, and you can realise if you keep going at the pace you're going, it's going to take a lot longer than what you would really be happy with, then you're really going to have to look at your time schedule and where else you're investing your time. Now, if you're investing your time in a lot of video games instead of achieving your musical goal, that can be a little bit of a problem. So it does all become about priorities. I would definitely prioritise your musical endeavours, because that really gives a lot of self-satisfaction. I love video games as much as the next person, but personally I don't get the same intrinsic goodness from completing a level or anything like that, or whatever from a video game, as I do with finishing a song or playing really well, or just sort of getting into that sweet spot of music. So for me, I try to really make sure that music for me is a priority, because that gives me a bigger, better buzz at the end of the day. Now, it is all a little bit about balance. We can't just do one thing all day, every day. It would be great when some people do and don't seem to get bored, but for most people, after a while, and research sort of tends to suggest that after practicing, after the 2-hour mark or something like that, it starts to become a little bit of a waste of time, because there's only so much our mind can absorb in one sitting, in one day. So we do need to sort of take breaks and break it up a little bit, and video games are really good because you can be sort of thinking about the video game, but it's kind of letting go of the troubles with either with music or troubles that you might have outside of music and things like that. It's just good for escapism, really. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, just all in moderation. So maybe you could sort of set budget your time a little bit. So you'd be like, okay, I'll practice for an hour, and then after that hour, I'll give myself half an hour of video games, for instance, something like that. But make sure you get the ratio right. If guitar is twice as important to you as a video game, so make sure that that ratio is reflective on the amount of time that you put to each thing. And then if you get a really busy day and you've got a choice between, okay, I can only do 20 minutes of guitar, of my instrument, or 20 minutes of video games, well then hopefully if you put in that choice, then you'll choose the one that you best want to sort of do that day. For me, I sort of know what kind of mood I'm in that day, so I know if it's likely I'm going to achieve something in that 20 minutes from practicing, then I will choose that. If I sort of think, I'm not really feeling that great, I'm feeling a little bit run down, I don't really sort of want to sort of think about that, maybe my time is better in that escapism for the 20 minutes, I'd rather do that. So you can kind of make that sort of judgment call if you're putting into that. But basically, it comes down to prioritise, and we end up spending the most time in what our priorities are. So make sure that you're investing your time on your priorities. Hopefully this helps. I'm Chris McGuire. If you do have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get them, and I'll answer them as soon as I can get to them. And if not, if you did get something from this video, if you could leave a like, that'd be much appreciated. Cheers, thanks.